Hello YouTube, today we speak of war, and my opinion on it, my view on it, and how it's being done. So get ready, and while you're getting ready, think of an awesome question for the comments section. So the question that was asked comes from MDog278, and they say, what are your views on the war in Afghanistan? So I'm going to speak of war, then I'm going to speak of the war in Afghanistan. Now I know I have many viewers outside the United States. I'm not sure how all the world looks at us, but from what I've heard, it's not that good. And with the amount of wars we've been fighting, it just allows us to look like obsessive compulsive, anxiety-driven nuts. And I say this as a guy who's obsessive compulsive. And we even do this to the point where we attack first, or we push a country to the point where they feel driven to attack us. Heck, these wars we've been in aren't even wars. I mean, we call them wars and we fight them, but technically they're undeclared wars. We've only declared 5 wars under the Constitution, and that's where it's supposed to be declared. Also, in case you want to know what those wars are, they'd be the War of 1812, the Spanish-American War, the Mexican-American War, World War I, and World War II. World War. The Afghan War and the Iraqi War are just military engagements, and they are military engagements that have lasted too long. Now the Afghan War, not a war, is being declared to not end until late 2014. And we went over there to attack Al-Qaeda for what they had done to our country. But guess what? They're not there anymore, and they haven't been for a while now. So then we just decided to start fighting the Taliban, who were our allies. Then we started the war with Iran. I'm sorry, I meant the war with Iraq. We haven't quite got to the war in Iran just yet. Don't worry, Iran. We'll probably be there, sadly, by the end of 2012. But with these undeclared wars with Afghanistan and Iraq, now we have been fighting 2 wars for almost 10 years now. That's half of my life. War is a dangerous thing. The way it's being done unconstitutionally is wrong, and it jeopardizes our soldiers' lives. The 2 heads that the government told us should be cut off have been. And in the process, we have built multi-billion-dollar embassies in this decade of war. So my view on these wars, it's over. Let's go home. Let's stop spending money in places where we don't need to be spending it. Our country is broke, and worse than broke, we owe money as well. The United States is showing itself as an empire, and all empires fall for fiscal reasoning. Normally, all those fiscal reasonings occur for expanding on the map too far. And that's what the United States is doing every day. The United States needs to be really careful, especially with how it's about to deal with Iran. Last thing we need is another war. Now I know I say this as a guy who's not a military man, but I'm pretty sure most of my friends who are in the military branch would agree with me. Or I would hope they would agree with me. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Also, like I said at the beginning of this video, leave an awesome question for the comment section, and you know the awesomer ones will be picked because interesting questions have a better chance of being picked. So I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget the SLC, and if you don't know what that stands for, just ask someone in the comment section and I promise you, someone will let you know. Oh, also one more thing. Because we're speaking of war, I wanted to show you an awesome warbird that I got to see while I was at a local air show, and that would be the beautiful A-10. Also, while looking at this photo, I hope my beard is this awesome when I'm this man's age. So yes, goodbye, and if you stayed this long, you know, just write in the comment section Thunderbird, because I'm interested to see how many of you actually stayed.